Hello friends, my name is Sairaj Kadam and my subject is recursive function and Fibonacci example. Firstly, I introduce what is Fibonacci function and recursive function. Uh, Firstly, I tell you what is recursion. Recursion is a process in which a function call itself. A function is said to be recursive if it call itself directly or indirectly to solve a problem. The base case for a recursion is the condition under which the recursion stop. And the second case is recursive case is the part of function where the function call itself to process toward the base case. And I explain the uh, recursive function. A recur a recursion function is programming technique where a function call itself repeatedly until you reach a base case that stop a recursion. The key components of the recursive function is base case, a condition that stops the recursion. Recursive call, the function call itself with a smaller input or different parameter. Recursion work कैसे करता है? How to recursion works? Function call. The function is called with the initial input. Recursive call. The function call itself with smaller input until it reached the base case. Base case reached, the recursion stopped and the function return the example. Now I am talking key components of recursion function. Key components of recursion. For base case, stop recursion. Without a base case, the function the function would call itself infinitely. Recursive case. Function call itself with reduced problem size. Ensure that function progress toward the base case. Now I am talking about some example of simple recursive function. Factorial function. Factorial of n denoted as a n factorial is defined as the product of all positive integer less than or equal to n. Now, the formula of the factorial n is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 up to 1. Base case for factorial function is factorial 0 is equal to 1. Recursive case, function n is equal to n into factorial n minus 1. We can see the Python code example for factorial function. Diff factorial function n, if n is equal to 2, return 1, else return n into factorial n minus 1. Or some example for factorial example is factorial calculation, tree travels, dynamic programming. I explain the example of tree travels. Recursion is used to traverse tree data structure, and dynamic programming is recursion can be used to solve program with overlapping subproblem. Now we see what is the Fibonacci sequence. Fibonacci sequence is the a series of number where each number is the sum of the two preceding numbers like 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, and like this. How it works? Start with 0 and 1, and second is add the last two numbers to get the next number. Example 0 plus 1 1, 1 plus 1 2, 1 plus 2 3, 2 plus 3 5, like this. The application of Fibonacci function is mathematics, nature, finance. How to work in explain again. Mathematics. Fibonacci sequence appear in various mathematical concepts. Second is nature. How it work? Fibonacci number appear in nature such as in flower, petals, branching trees, and pineapples. Third is financial. Fibonacci sequence is used in technique analysis for financial markets. This Fibonacci sequence is a simple eight functionating series of number with many interesting property and application. Now I'm explain the Python code in Fibonacci recursive function. Def Fibonacci n if n double equal to 0, return 0. If else n double equal to 1, return 1. Else return Fibonacci n minus 1 plus Fibonacci n minus 2. How perform consideration? Performs of recursive function. Recursion can be inefficient due to overlapping subproblems. The Fibonacci example has overlapping subproblems causing repeated calculation. Memorization or dynamic programming can optimize recursive solution by strong result of subproblems. Now, optimizing Fibonacci with memoization. Title: Optimizing Fibonacci with memoization. Memoization store the result of function can to avoid reducted calculation. We can see optimize the Python code of Fibonacci recursive function in following like this. Now the use of recursion in data science. Recursion in commonly used in problem like I tell you previously some time ago, tree tables, divided and corner algorithm, optimization problem, and graph algorithm. In tree travels, examples are decision tree, then divided and quanter algorithm example, Quarsort and March short. Optimization problem example like dynamic programming and backtracking. Graph algorithm example depth first search. Now the conclusion of recursive function and Fibonacci example. Conclusion is recursive function provide a clean and elegant way to solve problem. The Fibonacci sequence is a classic example of recursion. Optimization technique like memorization can make recursive solution more efficient. And last one is recursion play to vital role in data science, algorithms and problem solving. Thank you.